Okay, so let's see if we get this to work. Take two, technically, because the first take was on my laptop. Now we're doing this on my proper computer. I probably need to set the controls. This is probably something I should have done ahead of time. Oh well. Alright, so hopefully you're getting the game's audio just fine, and I am trying something different. By something different, something I used to do actually all the time, but I want to set my configuration real quick. Actually, it looks like the thing might be working. Oh, crud. Actually, it does work. Okay, cool. We're gonna reset. I forgot my whole bit. I started going into talking. I forgot the whole bit I was gonna do. Anyway, game. I'll talk about why in a minute. Earth 2055. The Earth has been nearly destroyed by the genetic and biological weapons unleashed during World War III. Radiation and strange viruses combined to physically transform the human population into vile, disgusting mutants. I, Professor Kildare, cyborg scientist. I am Professor Kildare. My mission? To reclaim mankind's lost genetic heritage. It's the third time I've read this thing. Ugh. In my quest, I have traveled great distance to locate and test subjects who could survive the ordeal of being transformed back into humans. Apparently this voice is slightly straining on me. I found 6, 3 male, 3 female. All were young, strong, courageous, and intelligent. 4 of them were really bad at trying to not get kidnapped though. All were perfect for my experiment. After repairing my underground laboratory, I began the regeneration process that created the X mutants. Look at them over here! I point at them. The first step in rebuilding the human race had begun. Aykroyd, Shannon, Dylan, Tanya, Bud, Piper. Since their rebirth, they have wreaked havoc on Sluggo, lord to all mutants in the region. He and his mutant followers are sworn enemies of all things human. Aw man. Look at his sluggy face. Recently one of Sluggo's slave patrols, led by his evil scientist assistant, Zygarde, ambushed and kidnapped Bud, Tanya, Piper, and Dylan. Who would have thought? Sluggo is keeping them alive, hoping to lure in the rest of them. You know, the other 2. But there's another problem. My power cells are nearly empty. Without replacements every 5 seconds, I will cease function. And so begins your adventure. Sorry about that. Like I said, I think this voice, doing this for like the 3rd time, my voice starts to strain a little bit. I kind of want to do this though, because 1, I've never beaten this game. And 2, let's refer back to A. So anyway, I tried doing this on my laptop, it didn't work, so we're trying this here. But now I'm using, no spoilers, no spoilers. We're not going to see any spoilers yet, until later. Anyway, so we have 2 characters, Shannon and Aykroyd. I'll probably start with Aykroyd, and then I'll move on to Shannon later, but yeah. Anyway, so here's the situation. I want to try to beat this game because I've never beaten it before. I've come to actually, okay, when I played it last time on my laptop to see if it worked, I played it for roughly 30 minutes, which is probably how long I'm going to do for here. But, give or take, I'm doing this little intro this time. I'll just do my intro after this. It is now up to you to save the team, be extremely cautious. The only reason the team is still alive is to lure you into one of Sluggo's many traps. This cutscene will play even if you use level select, by the way. Not any of the actual ones close to the part where you're at, but it's being held captive somewhere here in the cave of Steel Mountain. You, however, will have to work your way through the deserted section of the laboratory to get there. Thankfully, that level does not have any actual power cells to work out. Going out for the power in the lab is fading and my situation has become critical. Send back as many power cells as you can and remember everything I taught you. There's like a power cell on like every level that's not a, this is your most important mission. That's not the first level or a minecart level or something like that. Their mating experience will arrive soon. To save their precious teammates, we'll be waiting for them with our open arms, as it were. Ah, yes, soon we'll have all of the ex-mutants, and then I'll be able to dispose of them once and for all. I'll most likely try to save that brat first. I want you to personally see to it that they don't. But first, bring me more of that wonderful wine, and this time chill my glass. Yes, sir. Beefcake is guarding Bud in the cave. I'll immediately warn him. They're coming. Not immediately. I mean, after I chill your glass. Just stop your incessant prattle and get on with it, you creature's fool. Okay. So, here's the deal. This game is what I used to play a bunch as a child, because my brother had it. Probably because it's technically based off comics, and he kind of liked collecting comics. I don't know if he actually collected this series of comics. I have to check. But regardless, he collected comics. This was technically a comic book game, and he's the one that had the Sega Genesis growing up. Like, I had a Super Nintendo in my house. I had to go over to my brother's house to play Sega Genesis. Usually. Continue, money. Okay. Money probably gives lives, but I don't want to worry too much about lives because I'm I've already had plans to basically just use a level select code to play through this anyway. Why? Well, one, I'm lazy, and two, I actually want to beat this game. It's mostly that. Like, I don't want to just sit here and just, like, run in circles for, like, 6 hours trying to replay over and over and over again. I mean, that's, like, the one thing I don't like about classic gaming anyway is, like, I grew up with classic gaming. I'm from, like, I lived through the 90s, so, like, I literally had classic games as a kid, but growing up through that era, I also learned to have a thing where it's like, I love the gameplay of classic games, but I hate the, like, I hate the, well, the mentality of a lot of older games. Most of that mentality is mostly just due to, like, games in, like, the early days not wanting to be beaten by rental. Which, okay, whatever, but I still beat 90% of my games through rental anyway. Several rentals. But, like, I would assume that still the company that did the rental would still buy the game, so you still get money anyway for renting out the game. And yeah, like, it's like a couple, it is less sales overall, I get it. But, yeah. Welcome to me rambling. Good, you have made it through the deserted section of the laboratory. Now you have much to do, little time in which to do it. Starting now becomes the most annoying gimmick of the game. Let me tell you what I know of the caves of Steel Mountain before you leave. Some of the shooting gargoyles hold special items. What? This is different. Last time you told me I have a trap to stay on my toes. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I did not know that. Wow, talk about, like, I've played this game a handful of times, but never really paid attention to it. I was a child who didn't really care. Now I'm an adult who actually kind of cares, and, like, actually slightly more interested in, like, what the story could provide. So I was laughing last time at the... That was not worth. I could throw a sub-weapon, by the way. I've just not been doing that. Half the things we've been picking up are these sub-weapons that I can totally throw that do pretty good stuff, but Getting a sub-weapon messed some things up, though. These are the gargoyles in question. I love how, like, not strength. The freaking attack projectile has. This has some strength, though. Should use it more often. My axe also has strength, though, so it's... Yeah. Oh, cool. What's in here? Anything useful? Oh, one up. Okay. If I... Take that, pal. Take that, pal. Hopefully you're getting all these great voice lines for this game now. It's not the combat that's technically jank. Combat's fine, it's everything else that's very jank. Your food. At least not die. Alright, so if I went up, that's like where the end of the stage is. But we have to go down here to actually get the thing we need to end the stage, which is annoying. Believe me, as a kid, this gets really annoying because it's like, ah, yes. I'm at the end of the stage, but I can't actually end the stage because I don't have what I'm supposed to have. I don't want that. I'd rather have these. A tiny bomb that kind of just does that. Not exactly super worth. Also have a controller this time. Probably actually better than trying to use a keyboard. Okay, well, that was that stage. So if you don't have that power, okay, when I went down to the bottom area, there was that power up with a power cell. You need that to actually cross the end. I can show you in this next level because the power cell is basically 2 steps away from the ending. So it won't really cost me much time to get it. I'm curious. You might as well. Nope, okay, nothing. Not worth. A fresh 50 of these. Totally useful. 2 damage causing attack. Worst case scenario, we can actually use that. Last time I was told of a trap in section 2 of this level, which is this part. That would require, like, being on the tip of my toes all the time. Yeah, that's powerful, it's just not very ranged. I have to plan it ahead of time. Also, there's 5? That's not a lot. How likely is this gonna hit nobody? That's not a lot. Okay, here's this part. This is thankfully a checkpoint, but here's this part. This part threw me off last time, real bad. Yeah, I did it one shot. Oh my gosh. Get through. It's over here. Oh no! How far back? That's what I feared. Every time you die, you lose all your power-ups anyway. Now I remember how this jank works, so I'm actually having a slightly easier time with it. Dang it, no! Yes. Out of here. What's up here? No, never mind. We're not worried about it now. Let's end the stage. My power cells are nearly empty. I desperately need the battery cell that's still left in this area that still lies in this location. An enemy respawned. Of course he did. Power cell? No, it's perfect. It's this the only thing I can reach the power cell? Yes. So I can't go back up there, which is technically why I was curious what was up there. Medicine, like other games. Is there like nothing up there? I think there's like a star. I don't think the star does anything. Alright, well. I've only lost 1 life, which is much better than I did last time. Let me explain that. Man, like I actually remember how to play this game or something. Actually means something. Oh, that did like 1 damage. I actually remember having to play this game and having a controller to play it actually means something. Oh, yeah, see, that attack had like no range. I could have attacked it during that part. I should have did. Ooh, can I? Oh, that should have worked. Oh my gosh. I'm doing like actually like really good in comparison to how this went last time. Oh my gosh, I got through that with only 1 life.
You're going down.
You're going down. Oh my gosh, yes. Sheesh, it's about time. What took you so long? If I'd been in China, I would have been out of here hours ago. The slugger would be toast. And yet you're the one that's captured. Well, let's get this show on the road and bring him on. I'm going to personally blow that uptight worm to pieces. What with my expert marksmanship, boyish good looks, and give it a rest, bud boy. This isn't some video game. The only way you could hit Sluggo with that crossbow if you're if he's aimed it for you. That's rude. You're going back to the lab for some rest and recuperation. Besides, someone's got to bring back these power cells I've been collecting and help Kildar guard the lab. Well, maybe you're right. My head's not feeling too hot. But before I go, let me go over some information I overheard from Sluggo's Gruesomes. That's their name. They've got Tanya somewhere in the forest of Death's Grove, and you'll have to ride a minecart to get there. Also, watch where you step. There's rotting wood in the forest. That's also a completely different hint from the one that I gave you last time. They're gonna save Tanya. Don't blow it. Man, why always guard the lab? Beefcake has failed, and you have failed me with work with excavate. That little pest bud has been set free. We'll be going after Tanya in the forest now. Warn El Motho and my Death Grove minions of their imminent arrival. Also set up the minecart trap, since that's the route they'll take to reach the forest. And go take a bath, you smell atrocious. Heart. How interesting, right? Perspiration emits a pungent odor whenever Lord Sluggo reprimands me. Weird. Anyway, I'm going to save. Let's see if I can get through this easier than I did last time. I kind of have a memory of it because I just did it a few moments ago. Let's see. This drained off like 4 continues last time I played it just a moment ago. I might see if any of that was like redeemable and keep it as like maybe a bonus, but that is a questionable thing because half that footage is really kind of garble. Oh shoot, no, I needed that. That's the only thing about this minecart. Sometimes you just jump and sometimes the minecart will just leave you behind. Most of the time you won't though, you can jump freely. Like 90% of the time. You don't have to worry about it. There we go. Other times, no, the minecart will just leave you behind. Alright. There we go. There's that heart. want to leave that for later. I'm full health right now. I feel like that heart only shows up like maybe either once a continue or once period. Let's take that. I think I need to stand. I need to do this. And then I need to do this. Now, problem is I might be good at this part because I just did it, but crap. Don't like that. Yeah. Oops, scootaloo. Alright. Wow, I did that. This only one. Nicely done. I not even got him to reprimand me yet. Wow. Alright, you know what? Yeah, I'll do it for this first episode. We got through level 1 and 2 already. I have, like, a situation where I could technically keep this going. That was really good. I probably might have to do this again. I will see if any of my footage from the last attempt is any good. Like, the voice quality is alright in that version. It's just the video stutters a lot because of how bad that computer is. Which is why I moved over to this one. But I gotta put the tape talk stuff here first, and then yeah. But anyway, I'm using tape talk, so if the video and audio get a little desynced, I'm sorry. I'll try to make sure that's not the case. No promises though. Anyway, but long story short, I got like an idea to make a story very similar to something like this, so, but like very different in RPG Maker. And, like, it's going to use other stuff, too, like some other things. Cause, I guess, okay. Since you made it here this far, can I be safe to do this? I might be able to. I already saved state, so if something bad happens with that. I'm just doing this so I have background music. Alright, so here's the thing. One, I wanted to have something to come back with. I wanted to have something to actually start doing this. And like I said at the start of this, I've never beaten this game before. Had this as a kid, got really far. Further than I thought I did. I thought I'd only made it through like maybe like halfway through the game as a kid. Turns out this game only has like 5 sections. And we just did 1 and 2. And Desert Land its own world, which is too short to make a video out of, which is why we just continued on to World 2 and did all of that. And this is this. If you made it to the end of this video, congratulations, you get like a sneak understanding of what I'm trying to do here. So, like I said, I had an idea. Me and my brother started doing some board games. If you watched my last thing, I kind of explained how I was like using Adventure Quest to come up with a story for Past Nufia. Well, now I have, we've been playing a He-Man board game, and it's given me some ideas for some very short, very quick, like little one-off stories about a world before, like a world where, when I finally get to the point where it's like, actually, like, I get to actually use my characters for a story, DV. Well, let's just still be playing. I might be able to, let's see, what's an intermission right now? Okay, that's, Stephanie Bullock, but we can use this real fast. Yeah, you shouldn't see any of this, so that's fine. Very fine. Okay, it's all the way at the bottom. This guy. Get rid of intermission here. Actually, get rid of it the other way where I just mute it. Transform. Treasure screen. There we go. This guy. This DV is going to be the son of basically a DV that I have had like in my head since I was a child. They're gonna have like different names. David Vex versus Dante Volek. So it's not like the same DV, but it's just going to end up being like similar, and it's going to be another DV with the same type of digital powers as the father, blah blah blah. And basically, the father, who has no art yet, but will probably be very similar looking to this, but maybe not dragon. The goddess that he might end up with might be what gives DV his dragon appearance. Anyway, so there's DV. He's my main character. I've never had a chance to actually make a story with him. Well, I've been trying to work on a story with him for years, but I could never get around to it. When I was working with Alpha back in the early parts of this channel, every time we came close with a DV story, we'd always diverge it to either work on the villains or something. So there's that. Let's see. Is there any other pictures I can show? I'm gonna check. But I've been trying to figure out a story with him. And a lot of it's just been very interesting. But for the most part, I haven't been able to figure out much. Here's one that, the first one was done by my friend Evie. This one's done by, my girlfriend Lynn. Both are really good. I like them both. But anyway, long story short, big problem or not, I don't know. Either way, there's going to be two different DVs. One's going to be the father of the modern DV, but I decided to do stories about him that would have probably been basically what I came up with as a child, except maybe in a more dystopian setting, because we're using a He-Man board game that has 21 little quests. So, but they're like big enough quests, I could probably be like, yeah, let's just have these quests actually be this. And I thought, well, if I use short little games, also, I can't show this part, but maybe I'll add this as a bonus. We got my son an Atari thing. It's like a box of like 201 Atari games. I know this count because I was doing some notes and research. I do a lot of research when, like between stuff, which is another reason why I haven't really had a chance to stream. It's because I was doing research and taking notes a lot. But yeah. So regardless, like on that Atari thing, there's 201 games. I figured I'll use like enough of those games to never have to worry about using Atari ever again. So I'm going to at least hit a lot of the main staples of Atari through this situation. And then, that way I can just focus on, for my bigger games, focus on like actual major games like this and other, like more modern games and stuff. Like right now, as I mentioned in my previous video, I was working on something that's going to be about past Nufia. This world that this takes place in is not Nufia. For this one, because that planet bad things might happen. And that DV might be one of the only people left. But regardless, yeah, if you waited this long to this video, this is like a little sneak peek of that project. I'll probably start working on that project here soonish. I have ideas for it. I figured out how my stats are going to work now, so it's actually going to be pretty neat how that's all going to actually play out. So, yeah. Regardless, yeah, that's basically all for this first part. I might throw in some bloopers from when I was trying to do this before, if they're visible. And I'll also show the Atari thing. I can't record it right now because I don't have an Elgato here, where I'm still separated from Lynn. But yeah, it's a nice little Atari thing. If somehow we can record it, maybe I could try that. But it's basically got like 80% of the games that were on the Atari 50th collection, which I already did on this channel through my streaming thing, which was like the end of my the whole end of my 113 game clearance from 2 years ago. Not 2 years ago, it was 2022's clearing. Not last year, because last year was 2023, because now it's 2024. why I'm trying to start with something. Maybe I'll try to do. I'll probably try to finish this project up sooner, but I will probably keep it here. And next time I'll probably do this another day. But we'll try to do, hopefully, maybe like something every week where I can try to get through a game. If a game's faster than normal, whatever. But yeah. But yeah. Basically, long story short, I have an idea for 21 small campaigns to kind of help me get in the groove of everything I need for a bigger campaign, like what I want to do with Devious Friends of Modern Nufia. Past Nufia, I'm going to be using a game that I got into, Stranger to Paradise, but again, I don't know how that one's going to work. I don't know if this microphone on this headset's any good. There's a lot of questions I don't know. There's still this thing over in the corner, which you can probably slightly hear in the background of this. I don't know. But still, I might start working on that. I might record myself working on it, or just do it off camera. One of the two. If people want to see it, let me know. If people want to like look into the development log of it or whatever, just whatever. Maybe I'll stream it. Who knows? I have no idea. All I know is that this went way better than my first attempt. I might throw up the second attempt as a blooper episode, but I have to cut it down tremendously to cut out all the parts where it lags, which is probably, unfortunately, going to be 90% of the minecart, which is unfortunate because I died so many times on that minecart, it was ridiculous. But now it's like I learned that this game has plenty of continues, so this is like a good start of a run. So as long as I don't lose like too many continues in this next segment, I should be alright, but who knows? This game is very rude. You lose lives like that, and it just gets harder as the game progresses. So, like I said, I've never beaten this game. I've gotten kind of close. It'd be kind of cool to beat this in one set of lives, but I have a level select code if worse comes to worse. I know a level select code, so we can just jump right back into stage. Yeah. Alright, cool. Thank you. Anyway, everyone, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day. Next time, jungle. And maybe more insight to what I'm trying to plan. Yeah. Bye-bye.